Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 17 of our Hearts of Midlothian save, and we begin today with breaking transfer news. We have signed Bobby Copping from Bury in England, and really, look at this, 15 passing, 15 vision for a 17-year-old. This kid could be anything. I felt we were a little bit short defensively. It was something that you guys had kind of said in the comments as well. And this guy's decent enough now, but in the future, I mean, he could make Johnny Sutai look like an absolute clown, couldn't he? He's potentially really good. We paid $275,000 for him, which is probably a lot of money. Especially for a 17-year-old, but I think you'll agree that potentially he could be much more worth much more than that if we do end up having to sell him in the future. So really happy with him. I think he's going to be a really good signing for us. So that is all good news there. So hopefully, let me know what you think in the comments, but I think that is going to be a good signing for us. Now, let's have a look at how things have gone since last episode. Today, we're going to host Inverness, Caledonian Thistle, and then we will go to Celtic. Only 6 in the league, so, you know, maybe we could beat them, you never know. But, since last episode where we got to a very slow start against Hamilton, didn't we quickly becoming our bogey team, that was really disappointing, but we rebounded well. First home game of the year, we played at Motherwell. You may recognise their goal scorer. They got the first goal with David Vanacek. He was, of course, at our club last year. We sold him to Swansea, and he's back in Scotland on loan from Swansea, so obviously his time there was a success. But we responded really well. Uche, Morrison, Considine with his first competitive goal for the club, and Johnny Sutar as well. You can see we definitely deserved to win the game. They scored from their only shot on target. It was, as I said, a slow start, but it was actually in the end a really good performance. Then we played St Johnstone in the Betfred Club second round. This was actually a tough game. We always seem to have sort of an element of control about it. You can kind of see there from the match stats, but it was a tough game for us. Claire gave us an early lead. They pegged us back very quickly. Dario Zanata got the winner for us. You can see it was a bit of a rotated team. Just trying to give everybody a game, see sort of get an idea of what our best team is going to be with the youngsters coming through and the new signings and all that kind of stuff. But yes, it's a tough game away from home. They were a championship club this year, St Johnstone, but we did get the result there. Then we went to Aberdeen and we absolutely stole a result here. There's no way around that. We absolutely stole a result from Dylan Levitt with a scrappy goal to open the scoring for us just after the hour mark. They pegged us back, and then Anthony McDonald with an absolute worldie to win it for us late on. We didn't deserve to win. We defended okay, to be honest. We didn't do too bad defensively, but we were very much second best in this game. And yeah, we'll take the 3 points and run because we didn't deserve them. So that's sort of one when I'm complaining later on in the season that, we didn't deserve to win that game or to lose that game. Just point me back to this Aberdeen game because we definitely ran away with the result there. Now, there will be, of course, a goals of the month at the end of this episode, so make sure that you stick around for that. But let's have a look at the team that we are sending out to face Inverness here. We're going to continue with Glover in goal. He's doing okay. Ted Smith is back from his injury now, so he's not really match sharp. We'll give him some games in the reserves to sort of see how he gets on there. So Glover will go in goal. Mitchell Copping, it won't be his first start. It'll be his, or is it his first start? I think he did start one. But first league start anyway. He'll partner Johnny Sutar. If these two stay together for a long period of time, we could be anything in Scotland. Michael Smith will play at right back. Cochrane and DeJong in midfield. Morrison, Levitt and Middleton in behind Uche. If we have a quick look at how we're expecting them to play, as I said, I'm pretty sure they were promoted. I don't remember playing Inverness last year, but they're a direct adventurous passing style. John Robertson is the manager. I think he was Villa's assistant manager for a while. I think that's him. Anyway, 4-4-2 we're expecting from them. You can see they had a bit of a goal fest against St Mirren last time, so that they can score goals, but they can also concede them. There's their heat map. Maybe some space in behind their fullbacks, but they do look quite open at the back there, don't they? Passing network and key passes as sort of advertised a direct passing team. Let's hopefully go and get 3 points here. All right, here we go at Tynecastle. Yeah, we have done a lot better after that first game. I was talking to I think it was Gary in the comments. I think I kind of went halfway on my trying to match up their tactics. Obviously, he do it for the fans. Let's give the fans a performance here. So I think I kind of went halfway, and instead of just matching them up, I kind of went 3 at the back instead and kept the rest of our formation the same. And I think it just messed us up going forward. So live and learn on that. I might just do as Gary suggested and just match their formation. Go 3 strikers up top, 3 in midfield, and then sort of the 4 at the back. It's the 3 strikers. I've always struggled going up against them. Anyway, that's in the past. Let's worry about this game now. Claire is back from injury as well. I think I forgot to mention last episode he was injured, so he's back on the bench for this one. Levitt kind of has the shirt right now, although Claire did do well in the game or two that he has played. So there's a good competition there for that spot, which is what we want. We want players competing to be in the team. Here goes Morrison. What's he got for us here? Can he slip a pass in? Can he go himself? Oh, he's almost passed it in the back of the net. Fon Williams, I think, is their goalkeeper there, isn't he? He's the Welsh guy. Decent save. Middleton now with the corner. Can we get one of our big guys on the end of it? It's hacked clear, and now we're going to get on the counter-attack here. We've got 2 men back. We should be okay. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. That's a good ball out there, isn't it, that they passed? We've got men back. I'd be disappointed if we conceded from there. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's give it another get creative. It's been an even game, hasn't it? One thing I think I am struggling a little bit against here, potentially. Oh, it's a penalty. Absolute stonewall. We're playing up against a lot of 4-4-2. Now, one thing that the formation that we've been playing, it isn't always the best against 4-4-2. Here goes Big Johnny Suter. He puts it in the back of the net. 1-0. Excellent stuff. Now, on Johnny Suter update, there's nobody that wants him right now. What I'm really, really hopeful of is at the end of the transfer window. Now, it's August 31st. The transfer window pretty much closes after this game, I think. What I'm really hoping for is that once the transfer window closes, there's no one interested in him, and he just kind of says, okay, fine, I'll stay. But time will tell on that one. Yeah, so this formation doesn't always seem to work the best against 4-4-2. What I'm tempted to do, and we don't really have a right back to do it, maybe when Godinho comes back, is switch to sort of a 5-3-2 with wing backs. Good tackle there from Mitchell. Mitchell can play as a left wing back. I'm just not sure that Smith can, though he could push in to be at one of the 3 centre backs. That's not a good header from Smith. Not with heading like that, he can't. Balls, it's a dangerous area. Oh, and Glover, what's he done? He tapped it over. It's gone over the bar. So yeah, but the thing with that was that we lose our wingers. Now, Middleton is a really good. I wonder if he could play as the left back, wing back potentially. It just means we don't play with wingers, but maybe against a 4-4-2, that's something I'll look to experiment with. We'll just kind of see how we go here. But yeah, because typically I've been playing in the Premier League and on the World Tour, sort of outside of Europe, and 4-4-2 isn't another penalty. That's a stonewaller as well. Uche brought down. Suter, can he double his tally here? Yeah, 4-4-2 isn't really played as much there, whereas I found in Scotland it seems to be 4-4-2 every week. Big Johnny Suter again! Oh, he's tucked it in the other side. It's 2-0. He's doubled his tally. It's 3 goals now this year for Suter. That probably makes him our top goal scorer, to be honest. We'll throw out a concentrate just before the break here. We want to try and make sure that we don't concede before the break. He'd have to be close to our top... Oh, no, because there was the Betfred Cup, wasn't the group stage, so we've got a few goals in that, so maybe not. Here we go again. It's a bit of a lungy tackle from the back there. Headed clear. We should get to that first. We do. Copping is there. See what he's got for us. I think he's going to be a really good signing. To be 17 and already have passing and vision of 15. Middleton slips one through. It's tackled away. And that's surely not the highlight. And this is becoming a long old highlight now, and I'm getting nervous. Is Fon Williams just going to lump it upfield? He is. Can we win the header, please, boys? De Jong's there. This is good. Levitt has it. What's he got for us? Over into behind there for Morrison. Can he get a cross in for Uche? He can. It's back post. It's Middleton. Oh, it's still there for Middleton. It's a 3rd goal. It's a 3rd goal for Middleton. 2nd goal for Middleton. 3rd goal for Hearts. Questionable goalkeeping at best, really, wasn't it? We'll throw out some praise now. That is 3-0, and I think we've broken their spirits. I hope we have anyway. Decent ball in there for Morrison, and he digs out across. Middleton, not the best header. Fon Williams just kind of tapped it back into his path, though, didn't he? Middleton was far and away first to react. And this is more like it. 3-0 before the break. Wouldn't go as far as to say job done, but I tell you what, this could make it job done. Harry Cochrane, he's just put that over the bar. Are we back? I'm really, really hoping that the Hamilton game was just a bit of a slip-up last episode, and we'll go on our way from here. Of course, the big test is up next, isn't it, where we play Celtic. That will really give us an idea of where we stand. What do we say to this? Let's go in assertive, don't get complacent. I'm generally pretty happy with how things are going, but there's more to come. I should have told him I was happy with him. He's not happy with me anyway. I should have used the opportunity to praise him. That's a missed opportunity there. Where are we here? Calm. There's more to come. who's this? Dylan Levitt. Levitt, I think, has been quite good for us, as I said. He was kind of in the team. He's kind of here to sort of rotate with, what's his face, with Claire as the Naismith replacement. But he's doing fine, so I'll keep him going as long as he's doing fine. We could look at making some changes in the second half if things stay like this. Obviously off. They're down to 10 men as well. That looks harsh, referee. I'll be honest. I would have let that go. But down to 10 men now. This should be well and truly ours for the taking, shouldn't it? We'll demand more. We don't want to rest on laurels here. De Jong, look at the space at the edge of the area. Cochrane, so much space. Does he want a shot? He doesn't. He goes at the Smith. Smith wants a shot. Oh, I tell you what. Unlucky from Smith. That was bending in to hit the crossbar. Absolutely wonderful stuff. We've got some complacent-looking players. We'll give them some praise here when we can, and then we might look at making changes. I'd like to bring Eamon Brophy on if I can. Give him a game, and hopefully get him off the mark as well. Actually, one thing I want to make that change, because I want to try us with an advanced forward as opposed to a pressing forward. Because we don't really have a shadow. The thing with Naismith that he was really good as a shadow striker is Levitt isn't necessarily a shadow striker. So one thing I would like to do is just try us with an advanced forward and a playmaker in there and just see if that helps us in any way. We'll give it some more praise here. De Jong is looking a little bit complacent there. Rangers are drawing. Let's bring Matt Riley on. I'm going to try and get him up to speed. I think I want to try him as a deep-lying playmaker. That's kind of the role that I have him pinned for as a backup. Anything else? We do have Archie Proctor on the bench, our other 17-year-old defender. Rangers is now losing. I think between, again, a lot of it relies on Suter saying, between Suter, Copping, and Proctor, the three of them probably have a combined age of about 40. So we definitely have if we can keep everyone together, our centre of defence sort of set for the next 10 years almost, don't we? There's De Jong out there for Smith. Can he get a bit of quality into the box? He goes back post. It's a bit too far. Oh no, Mitchell runs it down. We're getting towards the end here. Can we get a last goal? Oh, Morrison does add a fourth. And that is the icing on the Heart of Midlothian cake. Excellent, excellent stuff. 4-0. That helps the goal difference as well. They're down to 10 men. We could have exploited the flanks and probably really run up a score here, to be honest. But a missed header there, and Morrison couldn't really miss then, could he? It has open goal. Keeper scrambling to get across. But job done. 4-0. Excellent stuff. You can blow it up now, ref. They're done. We're done. We've had enough. Let's move on to Celtic, shall we? They're playing with more caution. If they've just come up, this isn't really their season, is it? But there we go. That's a much, much better performance. You deserve that for sitting through that Hamilton game last time. 2 penalties got us underway, and then we never really looked back. You'll be very, very pleased with that, boys. So there we go. Jambos meet expectations in dominant win. Suter, absolutely class. We can't talk to him because he's not happy with me, but look at that. Won 80% of his headers, 84% of his passes completed, 2 goals. That's the centre-back's performance, isn't it? Anyway, guys, wait right there. We go to Celtic Park next. Okay, welcome back. Now, ahead of the Celtic game, we do have a little bit of bad injury news. You can't see it behind my head here, but Sean Clare is out 2 to 3 months, broken foot. That's a real disappointment because we kind of need him, don't we? You can see here, we've just come back from an international break. John Sutar is match fatigued, as is Aaron Hickey, who I've just brought in to replace Harry Cochrane, so I'm going to have to fix that again. But anyway, let's have a look at what we expect here. We're not the favourites, as you would expect, I guess, going to Celtic Park. We can see that they're a standard playing style, attacking mentality. Neil Lennon is still their manager, and this is how we expect them to play. They did beat Aberdeen 2-1 last time out. You can see their heat map there. There's a little bit of space, sort of channels in between their back two. Now, with that in mind, we are experimenting here because we don't really have anything to lose because Celtic Park's a little bit of a free hit. So this is how we're going to play. We will just bring Matt Riley in. It's Matt Riley, right, to play in there? Yes. So yeah, we're going to try and experiment, see if we can, since there's space through the middle, see if we can exploit that. So Glover is the goalkeeper. Mitchell Copping and plays with Proctor, two 17-year-olds in the centre of our defence. It's a little bit of sink or swim for them, but I have faith they can do it. Michael Smith is the right wing back. We do have Constant on the bench. I was contemplating playing him instead of Proctor, but let's throw in the kids, see how they go here. Herring is going to play the anchor man. He's back and fit. He was injured last episode as well, another one I forgot to mention. So we go O'Reilly and De Jong in midfield. Levitt in behind, Uche and Brophy getting his first start in the league up top. So yeah, we'll just see how we go here. It's as good a time as any to try something different here. McPhee says we should challenge them to pick up where they left off. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. I don't hate that. Maybe with a bit of passion. Come on, let's show what you can do to keep our run going. Some calm. We have faith, and let's see how this does. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that this does disadvantages with is that we lose some of our link ups in the team. Our centre backs don't have a link up, which is a problem. I'm hoping that the 3 men in midfield will just kind of choke that up and sort of prevent them from playing through there. Again, time will tell how that goes. Here goes Glover. I keep going to call him Denny Glover. Must be a lethal weapon thing of mine. Tell you what, I thought he was going to get caught on the ball there. But there we go. That's out for Smith. A little bit of space out there for him. Comes forward. It's a good ball for Uche. Uche! Oh, what a goal from Uche! 1-0 to Hearts at Celtic Park. It's the 5th minute. It's almost the 6th minute. It is the 6th minute. It's almost the 7th minute. And it doesn't matter because it's 1-0. It's worked a treat, hasn't it? The change in formation. Smith has driven in from a wide area. Played a peach of a ball there for Uche. Uche's too good for their defence. And look at that finish. That is a thing of wonder, isn't it? Excellent goal. His 3rd of the year. And happy days in amongst the Hearts away fans. All right, that's the sort of start we wanted, wasn't it? Now, what we need to do is keep our concentration, because we've seen before against Rangers and Celtic, we can score the first goal and then be on the end of a hiding, and that is a good tackle in the end there from Smith to put it out for a corner. A little bit of luck there, perhaps, as the ball hit the post. All right, what do we do here? Sort of now, do we panic? Do we just keep going the way we are? Good header clear there from De Jong. And there we go. I would like to throw out a concentrate here if I can. Just make sure we are concentrating. Coping did play for England's under 19s or 20s or 21s or something. So he's a little bit tired. So we may indeed need to bring Considine off the bench for him in the second half. We've got to remember we do still have 2 17-year-olds in the centre of our defence. So it is very much sink or swim for them still. Proctor, not the best header out there to be honest. Rahman's there. Another block. Don't know who that was. Smith puts good pressure on him. Can we win this back? Can we win that header? I tell you what, we're making hard work of it for him. Oh, how many times is Scott Brown going to lash one in from the edge of the area against us? Unbelievable. I don't think we can put too much on the goalkeeper for that one. It's not sort of arcing back to the Slamel days. That was just an absolute rocket, wasn't it? We'll have another look here. Screened as well. I don't think... Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't think we can put that one on the keeper. I think that was just a annoyingly good shot from Mr. Brown. Alright, so 1-1. We would have taken this. Like I keep saying, away or any time against the Old Firm, you would take a point, wouldn't you? So this is fine as things stand right now. I tell you what, I think the change in formation may have been, well, has worked for us so far, hasn't it? We've even possession. As you would kind of expect, they have had more shots on goal. But I think we've done a pretty good job there. We can only be happy with that, really, I think. Unlucky, we'll say that. Some calm, we have faith, will go down. Anybody that's not playing well, we will tell them, except for the nervous-looking Coping. We'll tell him there's more to come. I am questioning my own judgment here of if we need an experienced defender on for this second half. Do we bring Considine on? But again, I'm kind of trying to look at this long term. We need, Coping and Proctor could well be our centre-back duo, even the second half of this year. If Suter is going to leave, which he's wanted, now the window's closed, he's wanted by some Premier League clubs, Newcastle I think it is right now. So, it could well be that January we lose him and we need to rely on these two. So we need to give them game time. That's a cracking ball from Levitt out to Mitchell. Can he get a good ball into the box? Oh, he does pull one back, but it's cleared. And are we going to get caught on the counter-attack here? Asano goes back. Made him go back, but they are just sort of holding possession here. It's a long ball over the top. Asano, he's a pacey little guy, isn't he? Oh, it's a big save from Glover. Big save from Denny Glover. Yeah, I think Asano, I came across him. I think he's an Arsenal player. And I think I had him in my Arsenal save early doors in FM19, the first star. I ended up selling him because he wasn't really at Arsenal quality. That's a stunning tackle from O'Reilly. But he's really, really quick, so we need to be careful of that. That's a good tackle there as well on Brophy. let's give it a get creative here. I don't like that Coping's nervous. He's not playing well either. I'm increasingly wondering if we need to take him off. His match rating's not shocking. He's actually playing the better of the two centre-backs right now. We'll wait for this highlight. And that's a dirty tackle, referee. Get him off that field. There we go. They're down to 10. Does that just give us a sniff here? What we want to do now is we want to almost lower the tempo, don't we? We just want to take our time with this. We want to play with some width. We won't be more expressive because we want to try and keep our discipline. What we don't want to do is go and lose to 10-man Celtic now. But this does give us a big opportunity. Brophy's still not playing well, is he? Do we make a change there? We have Whiten on the bench. I kind of left him on the bench instead of someone like, say, Innes Cameron, who we signed, just to give us the option to go to wingers if this wasn't working. That's a lungy tackle, but we've kept the ball. The good pass out there for Mitchell. Can he pick out someone? Oh, he's done well. He's gone past the defender. Uche! 2-1. There it is. Dimitri Mitchell left his defender out there, just sat him down, didn't he? Not literally sat him down, but watch this. Just the old stop-start. And then, look at this. Absolutely no clue. Bang and go. Excellent. A quality ball in. Uche in the middle. Too big and strong for the Celtic centre-backs. And that is 2-1. Two Hearts, at Celtic Park. This is excellent stuff. All right, De Jong is not having a good game. Levitt's looking tired. What can we do? Let's bring on... Hickey was match fatigued, but I shouldn't have had him on the bench. Actually, that was silly. We'll bring him on. Just send him box to box right now. Coping's looking tired. Do we bring on that experienced defender? Brophy's not having a good game. Let's bring on Isaacson, I think, for him. Isaacson, I want to try and get him involved if I can, because he's a good young player. Not that Whiten isn't, but I just wonder if that's what we need to do here. Do we want to... Let's demand more. I'm wondering if we want to take Levitt off and bring on another centre-back. Just really try and close it down. I mean, really, at this point, worst-case scenario... I'd hope we wouldn't concede 2 goals. We get a draw. Now, against 10 men, if we were to not win this game now, it would be disappointing. But it would hardly be the worst thing that's ever happened. It was to come to Celtic Park and walk away with a draw. So we'll do that. Considine, ball player. Coping can play on the cover as well, which is a really good thing to have. That's all fine. I'm happy with that. It makes a little bit more sense if we're playing like that to have... let's have more of the same, please, Mr. Considine. To have Hickey going box to box if there's no one in front of him. So that's fresh legs. Let's start to waste some time. Let's be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. We'll keep playing with width because if they've got 10 men, we want to try and expand the field where we can, make it more difficult, give them more space to defend, basically. So that's all fine. We'll keep going positive for now. Let's give it a concentrate. I think we're going to do this, boys. You know that? I think... Oh, I've got to defend the corner. Have I spoken too soon? Away. It's easy, clear. And there it is! 3 points at Celtic Park. Oh, the blemish of Hamilton is well and truly in the past now. We have done really well there. And that does beg the question, do we keep going with that formation now? I think it's maybe a little early to do that because we do have some good wingers as well, but... If teams are going to be open in the middle, if the heat map shows that there's going to be space through the middle, although actually we got our goals from wide areas, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. The first one was through the middle, wasn't it? Uche was absolutely superb there. That's what we like to see from him. And someone's at Celtic Park having a look at Uche. Okay, so that would be QPR. QPR interested in Uche. He's not going anywhere. Quick glance at the table. It's early days. We've played a game more than everybody else, but we are top. That is what we want to see, isn't it? Much better. Much better after that last episode. So there we go, guys. That is it for today's episode. Just goals of the month to come. If you have enjoyed that, and I tell you what, 6 points, not bad. Do make sure you hit thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and then ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back next time for... Who do we come back for here? I tell you what, we've got to come back, isn't it, for Hibernian away, Rangers at home. two massive games there. We'll get through I don't think the Betfred Cup, maybe if we make a semi-final, final, we'll have a look at it, but I don't think it really matters until then. But that's for tomorrow then, guys. Hibs and Rangers, massive games. I'll see you then, and here are our goals of the month for August. Take care.